Alright, let's hit the road. So, I have been inside Merida now. That sounds weird. Merida is what I've named the van, for obvious reasons. So, I've been inside Merida now for a month and a half, and I've done nothing. 0 conversions to it. Now, I've waited this long to even start planning anything for a couple of reasons. 1, absolutely hate planning. 2, it's given my finances a chance to settle down a bit after a very expensive month. 3, it means I actually know what I want and what I need out of it. I feel like I know what I want, so I think it's about time to start planning. Problem is, I have no idea what I'm doing. I would then spend the next few months researching and planning different ways in which I wanted the van conversion to look. Unfortunately, with winter drawing in, the focus quickly shifted from looking forward to the future to trying to survive the present. It is November now. It's getting chilly and everywhere is getting damp. Look at that. And there's not much I can do about it without doing any major conversions to the van. So I've got the door wide open and I've got my heater in the back. Just trying to push some of that moisture out. It's probably not going to do the best job at pushing the moisture out because I am currently boiling water for dinner. People have been wondering how I've been surviving the cold nights. That little heater does do the world of good, even though it's not insulated. It just means that as soon as I turn it off, the heat disappears within seconds. Wearing merino wool base layers every night to go to sleep, plus a hat, and unfortunately my airbed popped. So I'm just on the camping bed, the canvas, and I've got my self-inflating camping mat underneath for a little bit of cushioning. Then I sleep on top of this double duvet in a very, very thick army sleeping bag. It hasn't been comfortable at all. But I do have a solution coming for that tomorrow, hopefully. The mattress is arriving today, thank God. My back cannot take any more of this. I'm getting so bloody old. A couple of things I want to do before that. I'm going to put up a carbon monoxide detector for the heater because I'm a grown-up and I think about these things. It went off the other night before I'd put it up. Could have saved my life. Comfort, even if it is only 6 inches. 6 inches is plenty. Oh, look at it. Glorious. Oh, I've got a mattress. I don't know if you fully understand the relevance of this, but this is my first proper mattress since March. So it's very exciting. For those of you wondering how I shower, I either go to the services, shower at the gym, or flannel wash. But it's about 6 degrees this morning, so it's a bit nippy. VanLife had finally helped me sort out my work-life balance. Getting to live, even temporarily, in places I never dreamed I'd be able to. However, the cold weather was rapidly turning into freezing. It's nearly Christmas. Exciting. It's been really chilly and the condensation's gotten terrible. So I'm actually going to have to do a little bit of insulating. I'm just going to insulate the roof though. So I'm going to stick that on with some tape, and then that way when it comes to properly converting it, I can just rip it all down and start from scratch again. It's way too hot. It's bubble wrap! It's not! Stop popping me insulation!
It's bubble wrap.
Where's the tape gone?
For the fuck's sake!
It's it!
Yeah, I love this is going on the video.
It is. I'm recording all of it so far. Alright, can you
hold
it relatively still? This is Kai, one of the lads I mentor who volunteered to help me with this task because he was worried about me. Bless him.
I'm gonna put my mask on your video.
You're very good. Whilst I am surviving in the van, I'd rather thrive, especially around Christmas. So let's make it Christmassy, eh?
Can you show me a really good
Christmassy.
Christmas was fantastic, especially as I was joined by the better half in Scotland. But then January came round. It's -1 tonight at the moment, and it is 8 o'clock. And because it's so cold, it's taking me absolutely forever just to boil water, just to cook. I've been cooking now for about 40 minutes, I think. And it's just it's supposed to be a really quick dish. It's just tomato, pasta, mushrooms, pesto. It should take 15 minutes, not 45. I'm gonna have to upgrade my cooking system. It's amazing what you learn when you're constantly cold. It's the first time I've ever relied on a hot water bottle. I think it's a lifesaver. Yeah. It's just a little bit chilly. Two very good examples on the standard of living I'm currently going through. Now that is not just condensation. It is frozen condensation. I can't even... All of this condensation up here is completely frozen. And that's one good example. Another good example, you go into my trusty food cupboard here, and that's my oil. I remember oil being a liquid. It's just a solid block. Now, I'm not saying this for sympathy. I'm not looking for everyone to go, oh God, it's so bad. I've had plenty of offers. Lots of help has been offered, but I'm way too stubborn. Also, you know, this is my choice. I've got to live with it. And that's what I'm trying to do. And hopefully, once and if I survive the winter and I've managed to work loads, save up loads of money, I'll be able to just do a proper job converting it. So next winter, I'm going to be in the back and I'm going to be in my mankini because it's going to be super warm. Oh God. Then I was struck by every van lifer's worst nightmare. So surviving in a van has been difficult. It's been difficult but fun. I love the challenge and I love the freedom it gives me. Now I'm a bit trapped. Been losing power for a couple of weeks and got it looked at, and they said that there's a problem with both the turbo and the gearbox. The earliest any local garage that can actually fix it, can look at it, is in 10 days. Which means I've got 10 days with a van which I don't particularly want to drive because at any moment it might break down. And I do an awful lot of driving for work, so I might not be able to get to work. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Literally everything I've got is in this van. And that's not just like possession wise, obviously everything I own's in the van, I live in it. But all of my money, everything is tied up in the van. I can't afford to replace it. I can't afford to get it fixed if it's not covered by warranty. I don't know what I'm going to do. A new clutch, a new gearbox, and a hefty bill later, Merida was back on the road, ready for more adventures. And on the plus side, the weather had finally started to warm up. Not to say there still weren't some strange challenges facing living in a van full time. So just about to fill up my tap from the jerry can. What are you doing in there? Honestly, this surviving in an unconverted van is weird. It's weird. And this is what happens when you take a corner a little bit too fast. It could be worse. That whole cabinet was tipped over the other day. God, I cannot wait for it to get converted. I had 6 weeks until I could finally start converting the van properly. So I thought I should probably start buying some of the bits I needed for it.
We have a sink.
But with enough time for 1 or 2 more adventures. Just pooed myself a little bit. So I just parked up at the top of a big hill in East Wales. Go for a nice little stroll. And after a long drive, I come in the back, sit down, have a lie down, and suddenly felt the whole van starting to wheel backwards. This is how I die. I've never moved so quick in my life. Literally, from there to in front of the cab, about half a second, just sprinted, dived across passenger seats and just yanked on the handbrake. And I stopped, nothing got damaged. Lesson learned.